Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Christine Owens. She is a volunteer with the American Red Cross serving here in Ventura County. Thank you so much for joining us, Christine.
Thank you so much.
Great. I'd like you to tell us more about how you came to become a volunteer with the American Red Cross and what it means to you and how you really feel this makes a difference to so many in the community.
Well, it's an honor to be here, and I personally witnessed the Thomas fire, and I saw those who were prepared recovered much more quickly than those who weren't. And I also saw that the American Red Cross directly helped our community. They set up shelters, and they helped people affected by the disaster. And that's really why I became a volunteer for the Red Cross, is because I felt like they just really helped our community. Plus 90% of Red Cross's workforce, about 300,000 people, are volunteers.
Well, I think it's important that we get a little bit of information from you on what you feel it is to the community and what is it that connection that you make with people when you're out there on the front line serving with the American Red Cross?
Well, I think that there's so many benefits for the community. We build a stronger community. Plus, personally, you have those skills and experience that can help make your resume stand out. I think their training's excellent. And there's different ways to volunteer. There's also in person, but there's virtual, there's outside. There's whether you want to donate your time, blood, financially. 90% of the donations go to help out the community. I also am involved in other community activities. So I want to just say that there's like caregivers, food share, agency on aging. So there's different ones. But I loved what the American Red Cross did and still does to really help us with disasters. And I got to personally help out on the Woolsey fire after being trained as an American Red Cross volunteer.
And I think that comfort for people, knowing that someone is there for them, both physically and emotionally, makes a big difference to many, many people.
I agree. And one of the things I want to talk about, which I think is really important, is preparation. And I'm really glad to be here to talk about that, because there's 3 steps. One, and you can see this in redcross.org. And I'm going to say redcross.org, again, is a really crucial website. And if you do redcross.org/prepare, it will lead you to this checklist. But basically, it's simple. It's get a kit, make a plan, and be informed. And when I mean get a kit, it's flashlights, batteries, water, first aid, medications, copy of some important documents. Then the second is really make a plan. And I'm going to show real quick. We have I don't know if you could see it. It's called a fire escape plan, but it can be any. And we also have a sound the alarm with fire. But it's kind of making a plan for the family so you all know what to do in a disaster. And then staying informed is important. There's apps for Red Cross, and there's also a VC Ventura County Emergency.com is a really great website to be part of.
Good. Certainly disasters here in California are something we're very familiar with. So the American Red Cross is on the lines for so many different things that are happening. Although right now with COVID, it kind of limits people to volunteer. Is that still something that people can work through and volunteer virtually somehow?
Yes. That's what's so great is there's virtual, there's outside. So there's a lot of, and of course we do masks all the time and it's protected. But a lot of people, decide to do volunteering virtually, and
Okay.
that's fantastic. Plus, there's flexibility in the time, so there's a lot of ways that you can contribute and make Ventura County be a
Right,
better community.
which can help so many different people out there. Tell us about the training that you go through with the American Red Cross. What exactly, as a volunteer, do they do to train you?
So first there is a background check, and
Okay.
then there is a training, and I think it's one of the best I've ever been on. And I've worked at Fortune 500 companies, and this is phenomenal training. So it's beyond just first aid and CPR, which there's also soft skills as
Okay.
well. So that's why I said it's so fascinating, at least from my standpoint. I was like, wow, I'm getting to learn all these concepts that will actually help me personally in a disaster, as
Mhm.
well as helping so many of the community. It was so wonderful to see just helping people in the Woolsey fire directly. It really touched me. So
It is extremely important. Is there an age limit for those who want to volunteer? Do you have an age limit of people that can be out there, especially when they're called out on a disaster relief effort?
no, there's no age limit. We do have some limitations from the standpoint of we check your health to make sure that you are ready to make that sort of commitment and that you will be healthy. And we
Okay.
also staff up. Every disaster has a disaster nurse that's there as well.
Okay, let's also cover again what you mentioned about having a plan in place. I know for some people that during especially a fire situation, important papers are crucial
Yeah.
to have, and if you don't have them, possibly store things in another location. Can we talk about that too?
I think that's a great point. You're bringing up an excellent point. That what I recommend is having documents where you take pictures of your
Okay.
driver's license, your insurance cards, whether it be for your car, for your house, for um,
Yeah.
your health. Have all those and put them on the cloud, in the internet. Keep another copy off location. Just have that available. It just allows things to speed up and allows them, uh, meaning the various agencies besides Red Cross, who works well with the different community agencies, allows you to verify yourself so you can get the help that you need instantly or
Right.
as quickly as possible, much faster than you would without it. So
Right. I think it's important too for many people out there to learn as much as they can about the American Red Cross. And if you could share the website locally here for those people in Ventura County that would be interested in getting more information about becoming a volunteer or donating or possibly just learning more about what they can do to help out.
yeah, redcross.org. I'm going to say that again, redcross.org. It has whatever you want. You could put in that search button and say volunteer preparation. But as well as the other thing I want to make sure is people are out there preparing. Um, and building that emergency kit is important, as well as the plan and staying on that, staying informed, as we say. So those things are going to be really, really crucial, and that's one thing the Red Cross does help with. That it gives you checklists, as well as really tries to help out the community.
It sounds great. There's lots of good information that can be shared on there. So we want people to go to the American Red Cross website to learn more about the contribution that they could make to help so many out there when it's needed. It's very important.
Yes, redcross.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christine Owens, for joining us, volunteer with the American Red Cross here in Ventura County.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be prepared.